Alright, what's up developers? Let's begin the journey. Starting React Native, the best place is to go to is React Native documentation. So I'm right now in React Native documentation page. You can go to get started, and if you look at right now, we are in version is in the when you go to the documentation. So if you go to documentation, so you will come here and you can see like to get started with it. So maybe we will have a little read on it. Get started with React Native. React Native allows developer who know React to create native apps. At the same time, the native developers can use React Native to gain parity between native platforms by writing common features one. Get started with React Natives. So when you are landed here, so you have a bunch of left navigations, and I'll go very quickly. And so basically when you are starting React Native application, first of all you need to set it up the environment first. So if either you are a Windows developer or a Mac developer, you have to set it up specific to that particular platform, the environment. And you have two options to setting up a React Native basic project. So one is using the command line tool which comes from React Native, or the React Native Expo projects. So I have told you what is the difference between the CLI project and the Expo project. So if I briefly explain you that, the Expo is a simpler way of doing the project. So even a very beginner also very easily can get started with it. It has actually consist of all the required libraries and plugins and combined to one single module as a one single library. So it's very easy if you get started with that one. But the best way of doing it is using the React Native CLI. So you have much more control over what you are doing with it. Whatever you can change your navigation system and state management system, what you want to do, and so much of things. So the best way and the most recommended way, and most of the people who are right now in the industry is using the React Native with the CLI. So you can use the Expo as well. I'll do another separate video how you can use React Native Expo. So before that, you need to set it up the environment. So let's go to setting up and get started with React Native. Set up your environment. So if you go here, you can pick it up whatever the operating system based on what you have. So if it is Android, you get a different set of installation steps, and if it is Windows, you get different set of instruction sets, and also you get different set of instruction set because based on Android and iOS environments. So I think you will be able to go through these instructions and be able to set it up the environment. That is something even very beginner can do. So I think you will not have any problems with when you are setting up or following up this particular documentation, how you set it up your environment. It's much easier, so it's well explained. So you can go ahead and do the environment setup based on what your environment. Alright, back to get started with React Native. So right here, as I explained you, we are going with the React Native CLI. So for that, actually there are specific way of creating a React Native mobile app. If you are using React Native CLI, there is a specific way of creating that setup. Here, let's go here and see what is it. Okay, this is basically for set up your environment. This is for Expo. Can I use React Native without framework? Yes. Okay, without a framework. Yes, this is the way. Get started without a framework. So we are following this particular one. So, and of course let me briefly read through this. Create a new application. If you have previously installed global React Native CLI package, please remove it is may cause unexpected. So yes, this is the older way of we did how we did in previous days. So we used to install this particular CLI, and then we ran one particular command to create a project, sample project, and work on top of it. But right now they have come up with a different thing. So you can use React Native community CLI. This is a different CLI. To generate new project, let's create a new React Native project called OS. You can give it whatever name as you prefer. So for this, so they have introduced this new CLI. So you can use this particular command. So it's actually this particular CLI start with like React Native community / CLI at latest. So it takes the latest React Native version, and you can give its initialize in the project, and you can give the name. So we can follow up this particular command, and also like you can use specific version if you want based on specific requirement or something. And then yeah, this is how you start it, the Metro bundler, and then you can run. If you have installed Yarn is another library where it helps you to manage your dependencies in React Native projects. And npm, if you install that one, you can run in project by npm run Android and npm run iOS if you have installed the specific environment setup in your machine. So let's go ahead and first we'll create our first ever React Native application. I'm copying this particular command, and right now I'm in my project IDE. This is actually I'm using Cursor AI. So I'm in this particular project folder, and I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to name it as maybe React Native episode underscore. This is episode 2. So this is gonna be this project. It will in this under this particular folder. Let's run. Anyway, I have already set it up for all the Android and iOS environment in my machine, so I'll be able to like run both the application and simulate and show you. So let's enter. Alright, it's asked a couple of questions right now. So it's asked, would you like to proceed with it? So you can enter Y and yes. It will take little time to like set it up. Alright, let's download the libraries. You will see like it's coming up here. It's downloading template, it's copying template and processing templates. It's actually walk you through these steps. I'll pause. Oh yeah, we can hold it. We can keep the video. So do you want to install CocoaPod now? Maybe for the moment, yeah, let's go ahead and see. Let's say yes. I'm not fully sure like will I be getting any errors related to iOS with pods and everything. It's actually installing those dependencies to this iOS project of this React Native application. Fingers crossed. I'm not fully sure what will happen with the iOS one with my environment. What I have right now. Let's see. Anyway, oh, looks like it's okay with it. Alright. The best way of doing this installation, run application, pick up another command line and do your yarn. You remember, right? It says yarn start, npm start. So I think I have yarn. Let's see, yarn start. No, I don't have it. Oh yes, I don't have it. Like I didn't install it. Right. This should. Oops. Alright, we didn't go inside to the project. What it was called? RN episode 2. Let's go inside that. npm start. This will kickstart the development server, what is called known as the Metro bundler. So it runs in this particular port, and you can let it be like this, or you can pop it up to a different command line interface and let it be there. So here you go there and you can run the command for run the application. So that is npm run Android. So you can come here and you can type npm run Android. oops, fail. Why is that? Oh right, we are not inside the project. What is called? We were like change it to the, for Metro Bundle, but not to this project, this terminal. Yeah, let me run again npm run Android. Let's see. Alright, looks like it's starting. It's building. So if you see it, my simulator kick-started. So you will get a simulator. If you have set it up the environment correctly, your simulator will automatically kickstart when you run the when you start to build the application. So let's wait and see whether the application is running in the simulator. All right, so it's building the bundler. It's bundling and it's running. Congratulations, now we have running application, React Native application in your simulator. So you can run this same thing in your mobile application as well. So make sure to like connect your phone using USB, and then you have to go to your settings folder, settings, and developer section, developer options actually, and then there you have to enable debugging. So this is basically how you can kickstart with the React Native application. So I think it is a good time to like go through the files that we have here. Let me expand this. All right, it's working. All right, this is the file structure that you are getting once you create the project, and you have now running application. It's fun. So basically the T is config file. If you are this is a T configuration for TypeScript, and you have the readme file. So any npm project you get this, and packages, and so basically all the dependencies you have to add here. This is one important place, like the commands. So you have seen that we typed what it was, npm run android. So npm run android, this is the name of this. So it actually runs React Native run android. If you type npm run React Native run android, it also does the same thing. So you have several other commands, script command as well, and npm run iOS, npm run lint, npm React Native start, and just to run the tests. So package lock is another file. Package lock is there for like when you install something, and when you want to like distribute it among your teams with the same environment and everything. So this is the one it takes to install the packages. So then you don't want to worry about like all the team members in your team will have the same setup in their local. The Metro configuration, it is for the Metro bundler. Just configurations for the unit test, just unit tests. Index is the place where your app got triggered. Initialization happens here. So app registry, this is your app, the initial starting component. So that particular component is this one. This is the file. So this is basically the initially running component in your application. You see this is the one. It actually runs here. It actually gets this particular UI here. And Watchman configuration for the bundler, and Prettier get installed by default, as I can see. Git ignore is for like when you're committing into Git itself, you can ignore files from mentioning here. It will not committing to the Git repo, whatever you mentioned here. So basically we don't normally commit credentials and passwords and everything. So those kind of files actually we mention here. So not to commit and push when you are do the git commit and push. ESLint is another linting tool, so it will run and check the lint errors and everything. This is related to build, and we have this specific folders, iOS and Android. This is actually relies on all the Android and native codes, Android and iOS folders. So you will have to like touch these folders, like mainly the sometimes based on the requirement. Basically, when you are doing a release or something, you have to touch the main config, main, and the Android manifester, and all the some Gradle files in this Android folder. And same as in iOS, so the plist file and things. This is the pod file. This is where you are mentioning all the libraries, native libraries that you want to run when installing the pods for iOS application. Pods are the libraries in iOS dependencies. The CocoaPod is the library that it used to manage the CocoaPod. So unit tests you're gonna write here. So all the unit tests will be executed based on the command that you give. So you have to write unit tests over here. So you have to follow the JESC unit test, and that's about it. So that is mostly the very brief of the folder structure. So you will learn on these files while we are doing implementing the projects, and when we are going through more and more implementation in this particular video series. Keep tuned in the series. So I'll be posting the next video as soon as possible. Wait for that. If you think this is a good video, and if you think give you some insights to get started with React Native, that's the main goal of my videos. So if that's the case, make sure to subscribe and share and comment on what you really want to have as a help. Please share this video with among the friends, and same time make sure to subscribe so you will be notified with the notification when I upload the next video of this particular series. Alright, for today that's the video. Let's join with the next video in this series. Thank you. Have a good day.